Well, there's a lot of decent Aldershot Town performances this afternoon. We could have spoken to a number of players, but there's one that we just had to speak to because we've got a very important question to ask him. Damon, you scored from 35, 36, 37 yards today. Did you mean it?
Yeah, of course I did. No one questioned Ronaldinho when he done it in the World Cup. But nah, to be honest, I was putting the ball at target. We had the wind behind us, and I knew that if people went across the keeper, went early, it could cause problems. So I put it towards target with as much pace as I could on it, and it went in the top bin. So yeah, 35 yard in the top corner. Yeah, I meant it.
Doubles your Aldershot Town tally, that, doesn't it, Damon? I mean, goals a few, but not so much how the goal actually occurred, but the timing of the goal.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough place to come to get a result here, isn't it? And to go 2-0 up with 20 odd minutes to go, the timing was perfect.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think to be honest, if we hadn't took 3 points today, it'd have been a robbery. I think we've had enough chances. They've had a few, I'd say, half chances at goal. We won't have to make any unbelievable saves. But if we had to come away with anything less than 3 points today, I think we'd have been really disappointed because we could have wrapped the game up, scored another 2 or 3, I would say. On another day, could have been 3-4. But no, we're really happy with that. Clean sheet, away from home, and that lifts the confidence massively.
I think the suggestions come up that possibly, you know, looking at the away performances throughout the season, we've had a few fortunate wins early on. We've been a little bit unlucky not to win some games. But probably pound for pound for me, the most complete performance in all areas of the pitch too. Every single person was on their game today. Now, is that coincidence, or is the fact that it was a fully fit squad and good players you couldn't even get in that squad today, does that make a difference? Does that help?
It does. It always helps when you've got competition for places, but I don't think that was the deciding factor in it. I think when times have been tough, we've all stood up, and it would have been easy to hide and go into a shell, but we've got on with it, stuck our heads out, and kept working hard. And I think everything comes off the back of hard work, and sooner or later our luck was going to change. But without a doubt, that was the best, I'd say, performance of the season. Not only to score a couple of goals and look good, keep a clean sheet. And like you say, you couldn't point a finger on an average performance today. I think everyone done their bit. I don't think anyone was off their game. So if you get that more times than not, you're gonna be all right, and you're gonna win games.
Absolutely echo those words, Damien. And the funny thing was as well, towards the end of the game, you kind of pinch yourself a little bit. I know you're caught in the moment and you have to concentrate on the game, but you know, in watching the game from the stands, we're thinking 2-0 up, and then an understandable substitution for the gaffer, Jim, who's a little bit unlucky himself not to be in the side, comes on in place of a forward, and you think, yeah, kind of more of a 4-5-1 now. We'll probably have to kind of hold this out now, but we didn't. We still took the game to Macclesfield, and in that period we could have scored 2 or 3 more times. Yeah,
definitely. I think we've got a really fit young team, and we were 2-0 up for a reason, because we were pressing high and playing attacking stuff. So you're 2-0 up, why change what you're doing? Because it's obviously working to get you 2-0 up. And we had that mentality. We went in at half time and sort of said amongst ourselves, nothing changes. We haven't done the job yet. We keep doing what we're doing because we've got success from it. So why change? I think it's easy to go 1-0 up and then you try and protect and you just allow pressure on yourselves. But yeah, sensible substitution to put Jim on because he's one of the fittest players in the team, and late on in the game, when you need legs on there, he's going to give you it. But yeah, we was positive till the 90th minute. We didn't really sit in when we were 2-0 up, and like I say, we was looking for the 3rd and 4th, and that's a good sign.
It's been great, actually. It's been a little sort of section of the season really where we've talked about the real ups and downs of it all with you. You've come out and fronted up after, you know, a decent performance where we lost, and then you've come out and spoke to us after a win. Football's so much about momentum, it's so much about consistency, and there hasn't been a huge variation, has there, in the performances today? Yes, the best one of all, What's it going to take for the rest of the season, and what realistically are the team's ambitions? You know, with the squad that we've got now.
It will take that every week, and we won't be far wrong. We're going to take every single game as it comes, and next week's just as important as this week or the week before. And to set goals of playoffs or to stay up or what, at the moment I think it's unrealistic. We're just going to take every single game as it comes, and like I say, before we know it, we're on another run again. We're on a run. We've won 2 out of 2. Come to a tough place where most people, if you asked them before the game, not us, but neutral people, would have probably said it's going to be a tough day for us today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we believe in ourselves. The gaffer and Bucks believe in us. They've said that all along. They've kept faith with us and the way we play. Kept us passing it in tough times, which takes a brave manager as well as a player. But yeah, we're just going to take every week as it comes and continue to do good stuff.
So obviously, you know, you defend as a team. You defend from the front. But a word today for the 5 in the defence. Phil Smith coming back after his concussion, and the other 4. That'll be as far as they're concerned, they don't measure themselves on scoring goals, do they? Measure themselves on clean sheets, and they thoroughly deserved that today. The whole team did.
Yeah, they go unnoticed a lot of the time. They're, like you say, the people that score the goals or make the goals, or strikers, wingers. They normally get all the plaudits. They're doing the attractive stuff that gets the cheers and gets people off their seats. But the points come from not conceding goals, and the whole back 4 and Phil. And I wouldn't say just the back 4. I'd say as a team. I'd say it starts with Charlie and Alfie up top. They worked as hard as anyone on the pitch defensively, not only going forward but defensively, to help out everyone. But yeah, you have to mention specifically the back 5, because they're probably not going to make the headlines, but they should do, because they was tremendous.
Just a couple of bits of feedback for you. I know we're doing an interview. First of all, the midfielders did get the plaudits today, because it was a straight fight between Gav and I, between you and Jake for the man of the match. So well done to both of you. The other thing, just to feedback to you, was that apparently, according to Mr. Dennison, the look on the Macclesfield goalkeeper's face, Brannigan, was very similar to that of Seaman's after he was lobbed by Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
So let's take it forward. Obviously, we want to freeze frame everything from today and apply it all to next week. Not just because it's at home and because it's against Kidderminster, but my goodness, that was one of the 3 or 4 times this season that we didn't really show up at Kidderminster. I can't recall if you were playing in that one. You were playing.
I try not to remember it, but
I don't think we can recall a lot of Aldershot Town players' performances that day. You know, that was probably the most number of players that had an off day, as opposed to today being the best. So there'll be no motivation needed to try and get one over Kidderminster next week.
Before the game, like we said, don't know if you remember the Macclesfield game at home. That was probably our worst game of the season, I would say, and we owed them one for what was a pathetic performance at home. So next week we'll be putting that right and trying to put one over them as well.
Have a great week, Damon.
Can I just say that my old man comes to every single game. Ain't missed a game for as long as I can remember.
And he's
gone on holiday this weekend and he misses a goal. So
well, let's hope it's been caught on film.
Yeah, more to come.
Well done, Dame.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.